I like soup. So delicious and so comforting. A friend of mine, knowing my great love of soup, got me the book, The Soup Book 700 Soups by Master Chef Louis P. de Gouy, former chef at the Waldorf Astoria. Louis hasn't been chef at the Waldorf in a while since the book was originally published in 1949. I have read the book cover to cover, and I believe some things have changed since 1949 in the world of soup. Have you had Chinese watermelon soup? Mint pineapple soup? Cherry chowder? How about calf's head soup by the Virginia method? And I'm glad they distinguished that it's by the Virginia method, as I've had so many different kinds of calf's head soup. Eel and red wine chowder? Working girl consomme? I'm not sure if working girl is in season right now. There's milk and breadcrumb soup. That sounds so sad, like something Tiny Tim would eat because Bob Cratchit couldn't afford better on that salary that Ebenezer was paying him. Oh, milk and breadcrumb soup again, Father. The book seems to be padded out a bit to hit 700 soups. There's a whole chapter of canned soup combinations, soups created by combining other canned soups. Combine 2 cans of cream of celery with 1 can of chicken noodle. Does that really count as a recipe? Or, quote, take 1 can of mock turtle soup. Tricky. It's been a while since I've seen mock turtle soup at my local Kroger. There's more padding the book out. The book has a recipe for rabbit soup and the same recipe but for hare. Those are basically the same animal. So many of the recipes involve rubbing some ingredient, quote, through a sieve. The book is kind of obsessed with it. Strain the stock through a fine sieve. Rub this through a sieve. Rub that through a sieve. I've never rubbed anything through a sieve, and I certainly don't intend to start at my time of life. Let's go through some quotes from the book. One recipe starts with, take a freshly killed eel. I don't know why that phrase wigs me out so much, but it does. Freshly killed eel sounds so much less appealing to me than just eel. And eel already sounds crazy unappealing. One recipe begins, plunge the live turtle into a pan containing sufficient water to allow it to swim easily. I'm just going to stop right there so you can imagine the cute little turtle. It's your imagination, and this can continue however you want. Happy little turtle swimming around in his little swimming hole. Swamp pigeon chowder. One recipe for frog soup says that frog is sometimes called swamp pigeon. I did extensive research on the internet, and no one has ever referred to frog as swamp pigeon, either before or after this book was written. Peanut butter corn soup. I would try that. I wouldn't put in the effort to make it because it sounds terrible, but if you made it, I would try that. Another soup, quote, a 10-cent piece is added to a big bowl of black beans just before it is brought to the table. The person finding the dime on his plate will have good luck all year. Okay, did you know that studies have shown that most dimes in circulation have been up children's noses? I don't know if that's true. I might have just made that up, but do you really want to risk it? One of the recipes features brain dumplings. Oh, no, wait, that's bran dumplings. Quote, have you tried adding a tablespoon of salted whipped cream as a garnish for a plate of tomato soup? No, because I am not a crazy person. Tomato soup goes in a bowl, not a plate, and salting whipped cream sounds like a prank. Quote, there are folks who set their faces resolutely against tripe because it's the stomach of a cow. Yeah. 9 times to 10, the contemptuous have never tasted this honeycombed meat from the inside. Yeah. What about kidneys, brains, livers, lungs? Aren't they also meat from the inside? Yeah, I won't be eating that either. Another quote, Pliny said that the Romans used onions to cure the sting of serpents and other reptiles. Let me just say, that's not going to work. That they made poultices out of onions and barley for those who had watery eyes because onions clear the sight by the tears they draw. Okay, I guess onions make your eyes less watery in opposite land, and that onion juice was given to those who suddenly became speechless. I know if I was speechless, that would fix it. If you handed me a glass of onion juice, I would say, dude, the fuck. Let's look back in on our cute swimming turtle. Once cooked to the required point, the turtle is set aside to cool. Then the toenails are pulled from the feet. Okay, I'm out. I may never make any of the soups in here, but I would recommend this book as I found it to be a fascinating and highly entertaining read. I leave you with this insane scene from the 1933 Alice in Wonderland, featuring Cary Grant as the mock turtle singing about beautiful soup.
Beautiful soup, who cares for fish, game, or any other dish? Who would not give all else for two? Pennyworth only a beautiful soup, pennyworth only a beautiful